Praise be, praise one and all. Exactly what I said would happen. I tried to get 8 hours work into 4 hours. Got to about 3.5 hours. I thought, little kip won't matter. Little kip. And here we are. So now I've got to do the stream. I don't mean that as in, I've got to do the stream. Love doing the streams. But then I've got to do about 6 hours afterwards. So I'll finish this about midnight my time, and then I'll be working till 5 in the morning. The moral of this story is stay busy, die young. We'll play a little bit of music, and then we'll steady on the haircut. Yeah, we know how it works. Oh, hello. I will give me hair a little comb. I'll get me old Daddy's Creamy on the go. We'll play a bit of music, and then I'll get back to you in about a minute and a half. Can we help, Mr. D? Of course you can. Once that grift is on, just grift on. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. A little bit of music. I'll cut the music short because we're already very late. But let me just get my cup of tea. I'm even having a cup of tea in the middle of the evening, because if I don't, I'll just and no one wants a because that's awful. So here we go. Bit of music, and I will see you shortly. Okay, are we all good with that? What the hell happened there? Not as planned. Ta-da! Anything? There we go. See you in a minute. I'll do a funny walk to sort of make it all better. Plenty of time. Sure, we've got plenty of time. Oh fuck, tea bag, running out of tea bags. I might have to get in the post office box so you can send me rubbish as much as you want. It ain't actually a post office box, it's just an office that might let me use their address as somewhere to send things. Can't be sure though, can't be sure. Oh Lord, that's the music over it. Oh. Put a bit of that in there. Put a bit of drop the tea bag back in there. Bit of cold water in there. Just to top it up a bit. Gosh. That'll do. Have I got my curdle girdle? Have I got my curdle girdle? Better put my cream back in. I will be buying a food processor tomorrow. We are on the food processor grift. I've got so into making cakes, I want to now get into making bread. So I've got to buy a food processor. So if anyone, and I'll tell you what, I'll be brutally honest with you, if the grift can help me get an half-decent food processor, I will actually do streams where I'm making bread and making cakes. I'll get the computer up in the kitchen and I'll show you how to make nice walnut and pecan bread and all the nice stuff. And I'll be doing stuff like that so we can learn how to make our own bread, which is always nice, and cakes and scones and all that kind of malarkey. I think I'm going to need about 80 quid to get a food processor. So that could be something interesting. Something to consider anyway, and let's turn that down a little bit, a bit bright. So here we are. Yeah, I'm going to get a food processor and I'm going to learn how to make bread and cakes. I've been making cakes every night the last couple of weeks. Girlfriend loves them. I've put on about 4 kilo, but I've lost as many kilo in the next few weeks because I can put on weight really fast, but I can lose weight really fast. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's well chuffed about that. I haven't seen Ken Wood actually for a long while. Bless him. I hope he's all right. I might have to ping him a message later. But yeah, if anyone donating to the grift is going to be donating to a food processor, which you'll get a food processor, which you'll get to see, and then I'll show you how you can learn with me. We can learn how to make bread and cakes and scones and all the good things in life that English people, European people like to eat. So that'll all be fun. Right, let me get this grift on. Talking about the grift, let's get it on. I've got a little bit of footage for you, which will be interesting, but we'll get I'll tell you what, I've been saying I'll get it so that the entropy can go on the screen. So I'll set it all up tonight. That's why it's a little bit extra late. And I thought, this will be all right. Get this done. Spent about 40 minutes setting it up. Turns out you can get entropy on the screen, but then not super chat. So, yeah, lovely. So there must be a way around it. I'm just going to use my workaround at the moment. So, there you go. Tony Sanchez has dropped a donation, and he says, many dollar to help Mr. D. Perhaps we could help you with your day job too. I'm not sure my day job. There are actually, Tony, with your skills, you probably could actually help with the day job, but I do try and keep the day job and the stream separate, simply because, the streams are good fun. It's a community thing, and my day job it's a completely different it's a completely different thing for me. So I'm not really sure I ever want to mix them. I know people ask me occasionally, but I've got to keep one. This is a certain amount of levity and pleasure, and work is work. And believe me, sometimes I'm having heart attacks with real work, so I don't really want to confuse the two. But very kind offer, Tony, and thanks for the super chat. For the entropy, because entropies are better than super chats. Right, okay. Here we go. You know how it works. You can support the food processing grift by using the $, which is at the bottom of the YouTube chat, just over there. Think about it. I'll be teaching you how to make bread, and myself, but I'm going to have Windy Willow showing me how to do it. So I'll have an expert showing me how to do it. Can you imagine that fresh bread with loads of seeds in it and all that kind of stuff? And lovely. And the beautiful thing is, I'm a carbo king. I just love carbohydrates. And so if I've got one of those packs of the little sachets of yeast in the house and some flour, you're pretty much ready to go. You can just make bread. Oh my God, I'm going to put on so much weight. I'm such a bread fiend. Gotta love the bread fiend. Anyway, you can put on, I'll have to make a gypsy tart. Don't really need a food processor for that. Just need an electric whisk, which the food processor will have one in it. So yeah, I could do that as well. And I suppose I could make the short crust pastry with it as well. Nice one, Chrissy, for the Bukowski. Bukowski is Wednesday. Hang on a minute, that's today. Bukowski is next Wednesday. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll do Bukowski Monday. Let me put it into my little book. Sorry, people. Work is crazy at the moment because of the new Brexit laws. What price freedom, eh? Now, everyone's saying, oh, all this Brexit. I don't know why these arseholes voted for this. I'll tell you why, because it's fucking important. But it's no more complicated than it was before. If it was Brexit before and then it turned to the EU, everyone would be going, oh, who voted for this? It was simple before. All this EU stuff. It's just a different kind of complicated. It's bullshit. So photos are on this. Photographs are this Friday. The stretching is this Thursday. And the next bit of Bukowski's women is Monday. Okay? So we've got the photos on Friday. If you've got any sent to me, put photos in the subject and send your photos, no more than 5. Thursday, that's tomorrow. We're going to do some different stretches, by the way, And then Monday, we're going to do some more reading of Bukowski. So how lovely. What a wonderful stream we have here. What a wonderful community we have where we do many and varied things, which is absolutely wonderful. I know that's no cap Popeye who's still wearing his cap. You should have a P.O. box. You should have a P.O. box. That could be an interest. Fucking hell, Susie English. You should have a P.O. box. That could be interesting. A P.O. box stream. Are you saying you should have a poo box? That could be interesting. A poo box stream, Chris. No, what I'm thinking is I'm going to have an address in the UK where people can send me things, because apparently a lot of YouTubers have that and it's quite interesting and you get funny little things and then I can show you what people have been sending me and we can all have a laugh. So I might do that. Nice one, No Cap Popeye. You have shown yourself to be a regular donator of the to this channel, and in these times of skintedness, they are much appreciated. So that's appreciated. I will go through a few of those in a minute, and I'll certainly go through the entropies. Right, I've done that. What else ought to do? Twitcheroony or Rags will be over there getting angry. He's a big old boy. Don't want any trouble with Rags. Don't want him turning up in Cambodia and kicking me all up and down Phnom Penh, Mekong, Riverside. There he is, the boy Rags. Hello, mate. Sent you a video and a message on Telegram. All right, let me have a little look and see if it's not safe for streaming. Let's have a look what the boy Rags has been sending me. I can't be watching any dark stuff, mate. I just can't be doing it. All right, yeah, we can have a look at that. We can have a look at that for sure. So it was 36 degrees in Phnom Penh today, and Rags has just sent me a little video from well, we won't dox him, from his neck of the woods in England. So there's me complaining about the old 36 degrees, and I was complaining, and then Rags has just sent me this. So I don't know if there's any audio to it. We'll turn it up anyway, just in case. But if it is, it's going to go straight through the microphone. Let's have a look. So there's me moaning about the 36 degree heat. And the boy Rag sends me this. Fucking hell. Do you want to have another look? That's England, look. There's me moaning about the 36 degree heat. Sorry, people. I don't mean to laugh. I'd quite like it, though. I'd love that. for approximately 7 seconds. Nice one, Rags. There's a little avatar I notice. I certainly noticed that one. Do people not like entropy because it means I have to fuck about a bit with the workaround? Because I'm surprised that people are happy to give Susan money. Ra of Sunshine drops a cockle. Thank you very much, Ra of Sunshine. Another regular donator to the channel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, Ra of Sunshine. My old man used to call me Sunshine, and I loved it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. What a lovely thing for a father to call a son. He'd come home from work all knackered. You know, he had a big green Parker on. In my novel, you'll read so much about my old man, and it's heartbreaking. Because spoiler alert, what the novel tries to do, it tries to link up 3 themes. It tries to link up a boy whose father was his hero who died. And it links that up with addiction. And it links addiction up with love. And so you've got a girl in the future who is, you know, who is offering the chance of love. You know, it's possible to lose someone, but it's possible to gain someone. And so there's this sort of lovely triangle going on. And my old man used to call me Sunshine, and it was so sincere and lovely. He'd come in and he'd be like, he'd come in from work, and I could tell he was knackered, and he smelt of the foundry, and he'd go, "Hello, Sunshine," and I knew what it meant. You know, I knew what sunshine was. What a lovely thing to call your kid, "Hello, Sunshine," and lovely, lovely. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I've tried to do in the novel. But thank you, Ralph Sunshine. That's much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Exactly, Lee. You know, you suffer a catastrophic, traumatic loss of love when you're barely an adult, and because of that, you replace it with something that's a sedative. And then you meet someone, and for the first time in your life, and from the first time since the loss of the father, you understand that you might not need the sedative because someone has come along who actually loves you, and that you might be able to rid yourself of that sedative, and it's all very beautiful, but. As a work of prose, it's it's written in the first person present and the first person past, so it's kind of complicated. But there you go. What are you going to do? These things aren't easy. Nothing good ever is. Right, I got me whipped cream tea. I've got the old curdle girdle. There you go. Give it a little stir. While we're speaking of my father, I might as well raise a glass of his own milk. Our pal says, where the shit? What? No one said where the shit. We're the same, man. We're the same, man. You what? We're the same, man. Nah, you, Chris, except I'm shit with women. And words by the look of it. You're not shit with women. I've seen pictures of you. You're a good-looking lad. What you've got is you've told yourself a story that you're shit with women, and that can have a bigger effect on reality than your actual reality. So why don't you try telling yourself a different story? Because believe me, you're a good-looking lad and you're an interesting bloke as well, which is what women quite like. Interest, honesty, and a little bit easy on the eyes. But I didn't mean to say where the shit, me and you. Called my lad Sunshine when he was small. Now he's more like Thunder. Yeah, it's lovely, lovely. Hello, Sunshine. He used to say, give me a little rub on the head. Oh, it's lovely, lovely that. Yeah, I had mush off of my cousins up in the old pikeys up in Norfolk. Are you all right, mush? And it was like, yeah, not really. Don't call me mush. Blatant travellers. Tony used to refer to our kids as his chublings. It was sweet when they were tots, but by the time they got to secondary school, the novelty had worn thin with them. I'll have my old man call me Sunshine any day of the week, any time. If I walk into heaven and my old man's sitting there and he goes, hello, Sunshine, I'll probably die of tears. Well, not in heaven, I won't, because I'll already be in heaven. So, you know. Oh, I'm fucking serious, pal. You've told yourself this story. Actually, to be honest with you, your mother's probably told you this story. Now, don't take that the wrong way. She might have died. She might have left. It might have just been it might be a strained relationship because of what happened to your father. But there's a story being told somewhere here that has made you feel like you're not attractive to women, and you just need to tell yourself a different story based on reality rather than other people's opinions. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Chris, someone is scanning you. What a movie. Second heaven, there's always second heaven. Yeah, my old man used to call me kiddo as well. That's also lovely, isn't it? Hello, kiddo. Yeah, lovely. Oh, what a lyric. Eric Clapton, is it? Is that the song about his son who fell out of the high rise? Would you know my name if you saw me in heaven? Beautiful. That's beautiful. Our pal says, my God, Chris, you're a good guy. Nah, I ain't. Only the bits I let you see. But that's still a very kind of thing that's a very kind thing to say. Moslab says, I still call all my sons baby boy or blockheads depending on my mood. Well, you've got to call all of yours one name because there's so many of them. You can't have a different one for each of them. Yeah, but kiddo's lovely. I quite like the Manchester lads who call their sons, you're right, kiddo. You're right, kiddo. Rose English, 1 week, no alcohol. Check Telegram, you can share it. Hang on a minute. Rose English, sending me photographs of yourself looking absolutely lovely. That come out the wrong way. What I mean is she's not sending me photos of her all smashed up and spending the nights on tablets and booze. So let's see if we can... let's see if she says we can share what we've got on Telegram. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. If I saw you in heaven. What a lovely line that is. Poor bloke, imagine losing a kid like that. Fucking hell. Here we go. Let's have a look at this then. How can I work this out without doxing myself? Maybe I can. I'll tell you what I can do. I can do that. This is worth a look. This is that. I've just read it. What a lovely sentiment, young Rose. God, I like it when good things happen around here. Makes it all worthwhile. Makes me screwing up my day job, my relationship, my sleeping habit, and everything worthwhile. Oh. One second. There you go. We'll have a bit of that. And this, thank you for the donation, Rose. Thank you for the donation, young Rosie. Let me just check that. I will deal with those entropies when a couple more come through, and we can deal with them all as a big one, so I don't have to do the workaround a few times. So, Rose said, go and have a look on Telegram. You can share it if you want. And I was like, well, all right then. And Rose has had a very hard year. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of it, but Rose has had a very hard year. I'm talking deaths. I'm talking suicide ideation. I'm talking drugs and drink. I'm talking younger dependents who are taking her on as her mother, and the mother died. Fucking, it's like when something bad happens, all right, we're humans, we deal with it. But when another bad thing happens, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, few people can cope with that, and Rose has. So props to her. So let's have a look at this little photo that she's just sent through. Here we go. Rose English. Rose English. There she is. Look at her, lovely. Look at that lovely blonde European lass. And she says this. Rose English, I used to avoid the camera, not had a photo done in nearly 10 years. He, so we're getting the idea of something here. He made me think I was ugly, fat, and undeserving. What a shitbag. Emotional abuse is real. Don't put yourself through it. Love yours. There you go. Yeah, what an horrible thing for someone to do, Rose. And you know what, Rose? I've done it myself. I've stayed in relationships that have destroyed me. I've stayed in relationships that have just broken me, that turned me from a confident young man into a broken adult. And you don't know why, do you? You can't work out why you're still with this person. And you tell your friends, and they're like, fucking get out of there. And you just go, well, he's probably right. And at the minute you say he's probably right, you've lost the game. Because at that point, you're saying, he's got into my head. He is now my conscious thinking. Fucking awful. That's lovely, Rose. You look beautiful as well, my love. And you've got a whole future ahead of yours. And I have seen lives change dramatically. I was a homeless street junkie with a dog on a bit of string and a mental girlfriend. And in 5 years' time, I had a business. I was living in my own pad. And in about another 5 years' time after that, I was buying $4,000 suits. Things can change. They really can. So get busy. It's time to stand up straight and get on with it. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. And I know what that means to you to put a photo of you like that in a communal setting. Well done. Absolutely well done. There you go, New Adam. Great point. Emotion bypasses reason. Yeah. Yeah, it's a absolutely tricky situation. There you go. Get busy living or get busy dying. They're the only two options you've got, really. I had to buy another big, whopping, great lump of Tiger Balm. You wouldn't believe how much of this stuff I get through. It's great for the old mosquitoes, and I've got one right here. Let's have a look at that. Keep all that over there. There you go. There you go. Well, I've got something to show you. I'm not sure how well it's going to work because it's a live stream. And the problem with live streams is I've paused it a certain bit and I'm not sure how well it's going to work. So it's going to be Jesse Lee. I don't know Jesse Lee. He's Kajetil Olstad says it's strange, really. Seems that pretty women are more prone to end up in bad situations like that. Oh yeah, without doubt. Yeah, those pretty women, because pretty women, they exude desperation. They exude, I want and I want. Look at me, look, I've got my tits pushed up, I've got my arse out, I've got my hair done, I've got my makeup on. You know, they're not waiting to meet someone. They're playing the semiotic game. And so the kind of man that is all about appearances, the trophy bird, you know, the misogynist who wants a skinny half dead woman, he'll zoom in on her like a fucking mosquito to a buzzer. Don't even know what they're called. Don't even know what they're called. But you know what I mean. That one. There you go. Right. So Jesse Lee Peterson is this black fella that grew up on the plantations picking cotton. I'd say he's far right. Actually, he's much despised by the black community because he says things like, "No," he says, "You've never lived if you haven't picked cotton." And he also says things like none of us went to prison, none of us got in trouble when we were kids working on the plantations, when we were picking cotton. He said, and we didn't get any trouble. And we liked the white people, and the white people liked us. Even in under Jim Crow, and people were like, what? This can't be right. And he's like, yeah, but I was there and you weren't. So, you know, I don't know what books you've been reading, but I've just got my memory. Anyway, I caught him earlier in his live stream, and I have, hopefully, we're going to be able to watch the little bit I think that we're going to be able to see. So it's going to start off with him dealing with this bloke at the end of their conversation, and then we're going to get on to the next bit. So hopefully this will work. Forgive me if it goes all crazy. Yeah, Grego, that's the irony, isn't it? All we hear about our bleeps is that we've got to trust their lived experience. But when it's another bleep with a different lived experience, all of a sudden we've got to ignore them. So hopefully this will work. But again, because it's a live stream that's still going, it might have already skipped on for quite a while. Ed from Queens says, there's my missing donations. Not sure the free bond is going to make it up, but it's certainly going to get some of the way there. So thank you, Ed. Much appreciato, if you can understand the old Italian tartamati. Here we go then, people. Thank you, Ed. I'd love to get him on, but he ain't going to come on here. He ain't going to come on at 200. You know, even if he come on, I'd get probably 450 viewers, and that ain't enough to get him on. Here we go. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. Please, good Lord, let this work. Here we go. You'll see the relevance of this clip once it gets about a minute and a half in.
Do you ever sit back and reflect on real life, or do you just reflect on the fake life?
That's real life, Jesse.
Earl, I'm asking you a question.
You got to explain. You asked me a wide open question. What's real life?
You don't even know what it is, huh?
No, you can't explain anything.
Okay.
That's the problem when somebody asks
Let me tell you where to find it.
All you do is repeat the same thing.
Earl, look within. Look within. Earl, look within. You'll find God. You'll find real life.
No, that's stupid, Jesse.
How is that?
You're wrong on
how is that stupid, Earl? How is that stupid? You won't find God.
Wrong on the
you won't find God within you.
because you were wrong on a
Earl,
minute of things
I'm
that
gonna
I
ask you
pointed
this,
out.
and then I'm gonna go. I don't feel like yelling with
You
you.
can go anytime you want to.
Will you won't find God within you?
Yes, I can find God within me.
Well,
What
how's
they got
that
to do with
stupid
Christ
then?
flight in China?
How's that stupid?
Because you think just because I don't agree with you or point out things that you say that are wrong, or some of your crew say that has no truth in reality, that it's not real life.
You have the same
That's
old
what-
story every day. Have you been?
What same?
Have the police? Has the police ever oppressed you personally?
Not personally.
Well, what are you talking
They
about
haven't,
then?
but I
Are
know-
you black?
Because what I couldn't play you because it went back about 15 minutes. This geezer has been talking about how the police are oppressing blacks, they're violent to blacks, they cause problems to blacks, and then we'll play that little bit again. Have the police ever oppressed you personally? Well, no, not personally. And here we go again. Here's the difference between the media, the illusion, the simulation, and what's actually going on in America. Because when we've got the media telling these stories, everyone believes them. But even this geezer who's sure, he's convinced that the police, and the police in most black neighborhoods are all black anyway now. It's like, have they oppressed you? Well, no.
Police? Has the police ever oppressed you personally?
Not personally.
Well, what are you talking
They
about
haven't,
then?
but I know,
Are you black?
I know family
Are
and
you
friends
black?
that they have.
Are you black?
You know I'm black, Jesse.
Well, why haven't they oppressed you
Don't ask
personally?
stupid questions. Just like I said.
Why haven't they oppressed you personally?
Just like I said to Joel. It just haven't happened to me yet.
But you're old
That don't
enough
mean
for
it
it to
will
have
or
been
won't.
happened by now. You like
But it has
90.
happened. It has happened to family members.
How
and
about
other
why
friends.
hasn't it happened to you?
You can't say because something doesn't happen to one person or everybody. It doesn't matter.
Well, why are you?
And that's when he talked himself into his own bullshit. Listen to that last little bit again. He says something. It's absolute nonsense. He says something like, just because it hasn't happened to everybody, it doesn't mean that. And then he realizes what he's saying, and then it's just nonsense. He says something like, it just happens to some people or something. Listen to it. It's very clever how he just catches himself out. Very interesting. Hang on, we'll go back a bit. I have seen those super chats. I won't miss them.
It has happened to family members.
How
and
about
other
why
friends.
hasn't it happened to you?
You can't say because something doesn't happen to one person or everybody. It doesn't matter.
Well, why are you?
Doesn't matter.
Earl, why are you diminishing your own experience?
No, I'm just saying, my experience doesn't encompass
Why are you diminishing your own experience?
I'm not diminishing.
Yes, you are.
I'm just saying my experience doesn't mean that if it didn't happen to me, it didn't happen to nobody. That's stupid, Jesse.
Why are you diminishing your own experience?
That's what a limited.
Earl, why are you diminishing your own experience?
That is not a diminishing. Let's point out that you.
Why you don't ever speak of your own experience and that you have not had that? They have not done that to you. You've been on Earth for a long time.
Don't happen to me.
I gotta run, Earl. Thank you, buddy. Oh, wait some time. I mentioned on Sunday at church that warning people not to go over to South Central Los Angeles because the crime is going through the roof. I know a lot of folks, several people in South Central LA, and all I've been hearing lately is about the crime going through the roof over there. And women are being raped in alleyways. People are literally being shot in the street in the daytime, not at night. It's happening at night too, but in the daytime, You hear helicopters now everywhere, and it's not being reported in the news. And and I have family members over there, and I won't even go visit now. But it's not being reported, and they demonetize the police department, meaning that they're taking money away from them, and so now the cops can't do anything over there, and the people going nuts. It's crazy. And so I happened to be watching Tucker. Not happened to be. I was watching Tucker last night on Fox News. There, Tucker Carlson show, and he mentioned this shocking crime surge. I didn't know it was this bad, but I knew it would get it bad based on what I've been hearing from some people that live over there. They're thinking about getting off motor now. They're moving. This is from Tucker Carlson. He reported last night on the shocking rise in crime in Los Angeles. Watch this.
Los Angeles is the second largest city in the United States, so what happens there matters. Right now, the city of Los Angeles is teetering on the edge of collapse, and many are dying. Why? Because of bad decisions by its leaders, destructive decisions. South Los Angeles saw 59 shooting victims, for example, in the first 2 weeks of this year.
59 shooting victims in the first 2 weeks. And we've got George Floyd in a gold coffin. We've got BLM raising $9 billion because of white brutality, white police brutality onto black people. And there were 59 black on black murders in the first 2 weeks down in LA. 59. Not one accident of some fentanyl-infested career criminal. 59 black people shot, 59 other black people. And the media won't go near it. What do we hear from the media? White people doing this, white people doing that, racism this, racism that. And it's just ridiculous. And then you get blokes like that bloke who just phoned in then, who says, well, these black police are out killing everyone. Has it happened to you? No. What? Hang on. Why are you saying it then?
Last year, at the same time, before the city defunded the police, there were 7 murders. That's a massive increase. Dead people because of bad decisions. Meanwhile, the new district attorney of Los Angeles, George Gascon, has refused to enforce laws, including against violent crime. That may shock you. It doesn't shock you.
Let's hold it until we come back.
There you go. And unfortunately, Jesse has to take a break there, so we can't keep watching too much of it. Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson, very interesting bloke. He did grow up on a plantation. He was, son of a slave family. He says you haven't lived unless you've picked cotton. He said none of their people went to prison. None of them broke the law. People got married. People had large families. People went to school. Blacks and whites mixed. And then people go, blacks and whites didn't mix under Jim Crow. Blacks and whites hated each other. And he said, nah, the government made everyone think they hated each other. Very interesting bloke. And if you're into JLP, Jesse Lee Peterson, also worth checking out Larry Elder. Because Larry Elder, another black man, will outright tell you racism doesn't exist. Racism isn't a problem in America. And when he says that on the news, they literally do the old beep, oh, we've lost the connection. And that's happened countless times. It's a very peculiar situation, America, at the moment. It really is. Good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Good Lord. Right, let's have a look at these couple of little super chats that come through here. God bless you, Tony and Chrissy. couple of entropies. Get them up on the screen. We do a little bit of that. We press a little bit of this. But the Jesse Lee Peterson show is actually quite a good watch. He has people phone in and he plays the sort of devil's advocate, but more like the div's advocate. You know, he plays a little bit dumb. And then just when they think they've got him, he just goes, and they're like, and he's like, yeah, you might want to think about that. You might, and also Jesse Lee Peterson has frequently said on his show, if America hands over power to the black people, it's fucked. He says it needs to be run by the whites. And Jesse Lee Peterson has outright said that. They hate him. The blacks hate him. It's quite a situation. Let's have a look at these anyway. Chrissy, Tony. So Chrissy Bukowski, that is going to be, I put it in the book, didn't I? Bukowski is going to be on Monday. Tony says, many dollars to help Mr. D. Perhaps we could help with your day job too. Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much for your entropies, people. It's appreciated. Well, there you go, people. We have reached the end of another absolutely spiffing stream. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, here we go. I feel like we've had quite the stream today from someone who woke up and thought, I better stream. Thank you, Rags, for looking after Twitch over there. Thank you, Moslab, for looking after YouTube over here. Thank you, everyone who comes to see the channels. We've got 207 people here now. Hang on, I've only done 47 minutes. Give me a 1 if you want me to carry on and do another like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, don't feel bad if you don't want me to, you know. You could, alternatively, you could throw some money at it and I'll do another 6 hours. Jokes. But I suddenly thought I'd done an hour, but it's only 47 minutes. All right, no, I'll hang around a little bit longer. I also missed a couple of other super chats, I think. I missed a Doc Shelley or someone else dropped a couple of quid in. Where the hell have they gone? Why can't I see them? Let me see if I can pick them up on the YouTube. I'm sure 2 came through. 1 second, people. Hang on a minute. I feel a little bit bad when I've missed them. So if I have missed them, what's going on here then? Good Lord, I don't know what's going on there. Well, massive apologies. I think I got a couple more super chats that came through towards the end there. If whoever sent those super chats at the end there, if they want to just tell me what they said, you don't have to do another super chat, but just tell me what you said and I'll read it out. But I do apologize. IP Freely, the link is in the description of all the videos now, but I can put it in the chat if you'd prefer that. There you go, Mr. IP Freely. It's in the chat. There it is, but it's also in the description of all the videos now. Moslab says, can we get those likes up in the next 20 minutes? That would be much appreciated. Yeah, there's exactly that. There's no farting, is there? That's why I've been missing them. Hello, Della. You all right, love? I ain't seen you about so much lately. There's Dr. Jimmy. Probably wants to slap a wet kip around my face after slightly flirtatious comment about his missus. I've always been quite, I always quite like it when men flirt with my missus because A, I know she loves me and she ain't going near them. And it's obviously quite a compliment if men think your missus is worth getting their throat bitten out for. RVS dropped Lady Godiva. Very kind of you, RVS. Grego said 1MC super chat. I don't know what that even means. Chris Holloway pulled one out the bag, of course. Dub super chat, Chris. Oh, God, I missed that one. I am looking for them. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to get all this working. Jared dropped a $5. I can't put it on the screen, but I can see it. He said this. Hey, Chris, crypto is going nicely. Have you been watching? Elon is in for 1.5 billion. Well, that's what put it up, didn't it? Elon Musk bought 1.5 billion Bitcoin. Not 1.5 billion Bitcoin, but he bought $1.5 billion worth. I think it peaked. Hang on, I got it. I put it on my entropy. I put it on my Telegram earlier. Hang on, I'll tell you where it peaked. Fucking amazing, really. Here we go. It peaked at $48,000 earlier today. It's now at 45,000. I mean, good Lord, 48 grand per Bitcoin. MC Dub Power says, read my super chat. I will try and find it. Thank you, Chris. Regular supporter in his channel. We done our RVS. Vart and dart. It's working again now. Here we go. Hey, MC Dub Power dropped a $5. I like. I like your videos apart from the content, format, and message. It's a bit stale. I can't donate to a grifter either. Well, there you go. Still one of the best. I think that was on the same page. On the same page. Do you still lurk? I hope on the same page didn't get too pissed off with that, but it was funny. It was very funny. I like your videos apart from the content, format, and message. Thank you, MCJ Dub Power. That's a cool one. Thank you, Skin Scar. Much appreciated, mate. That's amazing. Oh, there's Jared. There's the boys, Jared. Yeah. And also PayPal are getting involved. You'll be able to spend Bitcoin on PayPal now. So, you know. Doc Shelley dropped some dollars for a gin. I don't know where they went. Chrissy has dropped another £3 and she just simply says, Farton. Jess has dropped £3 and says, hi, Scrubs and Chris. Have a great week. Have a great evening. Love to you all. Very kind. Very kind. As promised, I will do what I said I would do. Apart from the content message. It's good. It's very good. Doc, I'm sorry if I missed that one, man. I saw it go up and I don't know what happened to it. Maybe that was it. Aramas has done another one saying knuckles deep and I can't see that one. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Aramas. Knuckles deep. Lovely. Slightly sexual. We got these ones here. Oh, where are they? What? Hang on. Help us out, Lord. Lord. Chrissy and Jess. Who wouldn't want to have a sandwich with Chrissy and Jess? And when I say sandwich, you know what I mean? Okay. Very hideous of me to say. Chrissy said Farton. Jess said hi, Scrubs and Chris. Have a great evening. Love you all. Have you noticed Jess's? You can't quite see it there, but it's a sub Ronnie. It's a sub Ronnie Farton. Can't get better than that. It's from the merch store, which is lovely. IP Freely. That is excellent because no jokes. I am buying a food processor. It's not. This isn't a joke. I want to make my own bread. I've been making my own cakes. I reckon in the long run it's going to save me a few quid, and it also means that I can have bread when I haven't got any bread in the house. And of course, to my Cambodian peasant child who comes from the province. Once she sees that little bit of technology whirring around the kitchen, she's going to think I'm some kind of spaceman. Spaceman came down from Earth yesterday. Or more like, I'm the urban spaceman. And oh, Viv Stanshaw, was it? Or the other one? I can never remember. Bunch of middle class wankers, if you ask me. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, I will just what's going on here? What's that one? Oh, Al Mac has dropped a, that was very kind of you. I simply said I'd leave and got a few quid coming. Al Mac said, bread for the bread machine, no farting required. Entry is still glitchy on Android. Soz. All right, Al, I'll have a word with him. But no, I'm not getting a bread machine. I'm getting a food processor. So I'm not getting the bread machine where you just put it all in and it makes it. I'm getting the one where it needs the dough for you, and you can put all nuts and all bits and bobs and seeds and all little bits and bobs like that in it, and then bake it in the oven. Not a bread maker as such, but if you feel like I was deceptive, let me know and I'll give you your Lady Godiva back. But thank you, Al, much appreciated. IP Freely, cheeky little monster. He said this. Freely, IP freely, 10 euro cockles. He says, here's a cockle towards your food processor. I've been busy lately here on the farm. Did you receive the Scrub Mariner photos I sent? Right, people, do you remember? Well, most of you won't because it was one of the Scrubs hero streams or the Scrubs Explorers. But IP Freely was an actual 100% submariner. You used to get in submarines, go under the water and live on them for 6 months at a time. For someone like me who's so claustrophobic, if I walk into someone's house and they shut the back door, I run out the front door screaming. The idea of that is terrifying, and I have got so much respect for that. Well, IP Freely, well, ironically, a man who lived in a submarine for 6 months probably didn't pee too freely. But he's going to come on here and talk to us all about what life on a submarine is like for 6 months. And he sent me loads of photos. So what I'll do is, while I'm interviewing him, which I'll tell you what, IP Freely, ping me an email in about 4 weeks because we've got a few things lined up. Ping me an email in about 4 weeks. So about the 11th of March. And we'll do that interview. And while we're doing the interview, I'll put some of those pictures up on the screen so people can see them. That's very kind of you for the food processor donation as well. Much appreciated. I reckon that's going to be a very good interview, people. Can you imagine we're gonna get a real life conversation with someone who spent 6 or 7 months in the bottom of the ocean fucking hell, man. It's like a nightmare, that is, for me. I remember me and my missus, we'd been up awake on crack for about ever. And I was laying down, going like that, with my eyes shut. And she's woken me up and she's gone, what are you doing? Now, people who are saying, hang on, crack's a stimulant. Why are you gouging out on a stimulant? Because when you don't sleep or eat for 4 weeks and you do so much crack, your body's on the verge of death. It does actually become a sedative. So I'm there just going, and she woke me up and she went, what are you doing? I went, I'm just trying to kick the lid off the submarine. I've got to get out. So there's that. So I look forward to that IP freely. So yeah, I have got those photos. So ping me a message in about 4 weeks, about the 10th of March, okay? And that'll be an absolute brilliant. That'll be absolutely one to keep an eye out for. Okay, couple more. I did intend to chat with you for another sort of 15 or 20 minutes, and much to my God, I can't talk anymore. I never have been able to talk, to be honest with you. I just open my mouth and pray. I suppose it's glossolalia, really. I'm speaking in tongues. Well, I'm speaking in tongue. Just the one. Unless I'm French kissing in the USA. French kissing in the USA would still tap, of course, even though she's a farmer. Oh, no cat Popeye. Now I've got to cut and paste that again. I'm not complaining about the donation, but now I've got to grab it and grab it again. Grab it. Yeah, grab it. Yeah, grab it. All right, we got those three. We got that. We do that. Okay. No cap Popeye, he's still got a cap. No cap Popeye, he's still got a cap. Picking Gaz. Picking Gaz said I can stay on his boat when I go and when I finally get to England. I can't wait for that. As long as it's not a submarine boat and there's something you haven't told me. No cap Popeye drops £3 and says Farrington and then a smiley. Then he drops another £3 and says you can make fruit bread and delicious treats with a food processor. Don't think I haven't thought about that. Could you hear my mouth watering as I said it? I will be making that raisin bread that I discovered out in Holland when I fell in love with that model. Oh yeah, the old raisin bread. Yeah, and you know the bun loaf as well. The bun loaf. It's a loaf, but it's a bun, and you cut slices of it off, chop it, stick it in the toaster. Bit of butter on it. Oh my days, with a cup of tea. Good Lord. Oh, worth waking up four times a day for that one. And Picking Gaz said, a man who has an hole in his pocket feels cocky all day. Steady. Thank you, Gaz. Thank you, No Eye Popeye. Dub Power comes back with a Hoyts, Blink, Mint, Slatten, Scrubs, Submariners, IP, Freely, Vids are good. Slatten, loitering me, no spam lady. Scrub, bids for world domination. We've got the whole glossary somewhere, but even now there's another sort of 20 odd to add to it. It's almost like the reverse Tower of Babel. You know, they built this tower to reach God. And what God done in the Tower of Babel was condemned humanity to many different languages so that they couldn't organize themselves enough to build a tower to meet God. But the problem is the Scrubs come along and they invented their own language that no one else could understand. And they're actually digging down into the center of the earth like Jules Verne. As long as I'm laughing, I suppose, you know, that's 1 out of 0. Anyway. Right, I think we're done. We've hit that magic 1 hour and 4 minutes. It's been actually what tit for? Remember what tit for? What are you talking about? You've lost me on the tit for. What? Put it on what? I'm lost. I'm lost, Rusky. Never let him be forgotten. Never let him be forgotten. Just wouldn't be fair, would it? I don't know. Right, I think I'll close that. I think I'll close that one. I think I'll close the old Telegram. I think I'll close that one. I think I'll close that. It's slowly winding up now, people. I'll put that on. I'll get that manned on. Don't forget, people, I'll be streaming about 8 or 8:30. I'm taking my missus to the cinema tomorrow to see to see Wonder Woman 1984. Whoa. I know it's crap, but she's hot as hell, so I'll certainly be getting some pleasure out of it. She likes that sort of thing. And also, we've got the VIP cinema where there's only like 8 seats. They're in little booths. You can't see anyone else because they've got like walls around them, like these panels. The seats shake when there's bombs and things going off. It's all surround sound, so the old helicopter going over goes absolutely excellent, and you get all of that for the extravagant price of $12. So that kicks off at 4:30. So I usually start my stream at about 3 o'clock. So I might start it a bit earlier or just cut it short. It might be a 30-40 minute stream tomorrow. So just warning you now, it might start at about 7:30 or 8. I'm not sure. UK time. People, it's been an absolute pleasure. Much appreciated. I love these streams. I love you lot. I love what we do here. And listen, hands up. I have been I've got to stop swearing. I have been very, very tired lately. I'm trying to fit too much in. I'm trying to write my novel. I'm trying to get the shorts done. I'm doing so much at work. There's all the Brexit stuff. There's new projects on the go. There's new marketing on the go. I've got my girlfriend, obviously. You know, there's a lot happening, and I am working too hard. So I am aware that the last couple of weeks I have been exactly marzipan. I have been a bit tired. So yeah, exactly. Here you go. Oh, William says I've made his February, cheeky bastard. It's only been 11 days. So hands up. I have been. I don't think the quality is. You know, there was a while there where I was getting emails every day saying you're on fire at the moment, son. And just for a while, for the last few weeks, it's been quite demanding on me. I might take a couple of weekends off to spend some time with the woman, because not only does that allow me to spend some time with the woman, but it allows me to recharge a bit, allows me to catch up with a bit of news and offer more interesting streams through the week. So don't hold that against me. Well, you can, but it ain't going to do much. So there you go. So it's been an absolute pleasure, people. I will catch up with you in the morning. If I don't do one in the morning, you know why. Because it won't be worth getting it all started and all set up and then just to hop off to the to the cinema. I think she is staying tomorrow night, so I don't know, blah, 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 blah. But it's an absolute pleasure. Look after yourselves, you lot. We've created something quite amazing here. It's a great community. You go on any other stream or any other community, I don't think they've got what we've got. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to put my hands up and say this. I do see a lot of communities trying to imitate what we've got. Oh, we've got all our little words. We've got all our little idiosyncrasies and all that. And I've even seen people in the chat say things like trying to do a Dangerfield or trying to do a Scrubs here. And I'm thinking, yeah, you can't contrive that sort of thing. Anyway, have an absolutely beautiful evening, and I will see you. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I was so muted for so long there. Anyway, let's get back on with the show. Hang on, can you not hear that even? Can you not even hear that music? For fuck's sake. See what I mean? This is how tired I am. Right. I'll take it back a little bit. What I was saying was I apologize, people. There is only one glorious House of Scrubs. That was the point I was making. There's a lot of recent streams who are trying to do what we do, but you can't contrive it. We didn't set out to do this. I set out to make a channel, and out of the blue, it became this. And there's something beautiful about that natural occurrence of something that hasn't been planned or contrived. So anyway, how about we have some music? Okay, that would be nice. See you later. Ta-da! Yeah.
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know. The joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind. There's someone who's waiting for you. Soon the world will be yours for a time. Music starts to play, night will turn to day. Darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in mankind. All the world loves the lovers, all the girls in every land are meant to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind. There's a place that is waiting for you. A world where the best in life is free. Where time is always spring. Happiness is king. The dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in America.
Hey, bada bing, get out of my restaurant. Hey, you come here on the day of my daughter's wedding, you don't show me no respect. You want to cut my silver hands off? I'm going to make a robot out of your mama's face. You want to take a chance with me? I'll take you in a dinghy to Paris. Ta-da!
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land, a man to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind.
Silent night, holy night, all is gone, all is bright. Where's my crack?